Whoa, I was starting to get fired up about having interior defensive lineman Christian Wilkins ready for week 1, and now this. Poof pow, he's gone. The Las Vegas Raiders cut him today. The team was able to avoid the rest of the money on the deal because of the way he handled his rehab when he injured his foot. He got the designation of terminated vested veteran. Former GM Tom Telesco signed him to that big contract last year, and the regime brought in by Pete Carroll has already gotten rid of him. More on that in a little bit, as the Raiders had other business today, like their second day of training camp. There are competitions for minicamp and OTAs continuing at a few positions I'm particularly interested in. Okay, I'm interested in all of them, but there are a few of them that have updates on them already. Man, this Wilkins thing is something else. I didn't see this one coming at all. I guess we should start at the beginning where Wilkins suffered a Jones fracture to his foot. He should have been back and then some by now, but of course he had that setback in his rehab that was well publicized. Hence he was in a walking boot again in OTAs and minicamp. Then came the questions about Wilkins being able to play this season at all. That didn't last very long though, as it came out he would be ready by the season opener. That story looked believable when a social media post came out with Wilkins dancing around on that foot. Next thing you know, he's cut. The reported reason is they wanted Wilkins to have surgery to clean it all back out. This is only my speculation here, but there's probably a greater chance that Wilkins has another setback if he doesn't have the surgery. Wilkins just doesn't want to have another surgery. Hence he got the designation of vested veteran. The Raiders have been coy about the whole situation, so you know I'm taking guesses just like you. I'm pretty sure more details about the situation will come out as time goes on. Now for the competitions. From what I'm seeing at the receiver position, Carroll at least wants to give Dante Thornton every chance in the world to start this year. But he is earning it as he first turned heads at OTAs and minicamp. As much as he wants to recreate the Legion of Boom, as I said in my last video, he wants to recreate the deep passing attack with Geno Smith and DK Metcalf on the Seattle Seahawks a few years ago. Of course, with the size and speed he has, Thornton is in the place of Metcalf. Thornton was with the ones in OTAs and minicamp, and he's still with the ones in training camp. In the base package is Thornton and Jacoby Myers on the other side. In the 3 receiver set, Thornton is in there with Trey Tucker on the other side, and Myers goes into the slot. The pads obviously aren't on yet, but Thornton has picked up where he left off in OTAs and minicamp, still showing he's a more polished route runner than they gave him credit for, not a one-trick pony. The 4th round pick is still with the ones, while 2nd round pick Jack Bech is still with the twos. It would be good for the Raiders if Thornton kept his starting spot and played the Metcalf role in the Raider offense. The corner position had a few changes from the reports that came out of minicamp. Reports out of minicamp had 3rd round pick Darian Porter with the ones on one side. Eric Stokes was on the other side and Darnay Holmes was in the slot. I've been saying all along that Stokes is really good when healthy, but he hasn't been able to stay healthy in a long time. He has the size, length, and athleticism to play in Carroll's cover 1, cover 3 press bail system. I thought maybe Stokes was more of Carroll's type than Jacorian Bennett, so Stokes was in pole position to starter, but that wasn't the case. Now in training camp, Bennett is with the ones at one of the outside spots, with Holmes still in slot and Porter at the other outside spot. Carroll is swearing to God that Porter is going to be the next Richard Sherman, so that's something to look forward to when the season starts. I sure hope he is. As far as Stokes and Bennett go, let the best man win, but both have had their struggles with injury lately. Therefore, it is a good thing the Raiders have both of them to make them a little deeper at the position. Oh, and it just might be Bennett and Stokes if Porter turns out not to be ready. When the Raiders signed safety linebacker Jamal Adams a couple of days ago, I didn't quite know what to think. I know he's good when healthy, but he hasn't stayed healthy in years. Was Carroll taking a chance on him because he appeared to be healthy on the visit? Did Carroll sign him to be a depth piece, or did he sign him to get the safety room up to speed on the defense? After all, Adams did play for Carroll in Seattle. Jeremy Chin was in Carroll's defense with Carroll's former defensive coordinator Dan Quinn with the Washington Commanders last year, so I wonder if it was more for Isaiah Polamalu. Then here comes the 2nd day of training camp, and Adams is working with the linebackers in the individual period. He was in there for the team period a little bit too. Well, Adams is known more for what he did in the box or near the line of scrimmage. He covered the tight end in the slot and played the run in there over his career, so linebacker isn't too far of a stretch for him. The move to get Adams makes me wonder though, did Carroll see something in the coverage of the linebackers to make such a move? Jermaine Pratt can cover at one time, but not last year, and that's about it for the other linebackers. Man, the Raiders cutting Wilkins was pretty shocking, but I understand. When the team wanted you to have surgery so you can get back on the field quicker, what are they supposed to do? Oh, there's more to that story too. Wilkins allegedly wouldn't let Raiders team doctors do their due diligence on him. Wilkins filed a grievance on the remainder of his guaranteed money, but I doubt he gets that. So both sides are moving on without each other, and the Raiders have some interesting competitions going on right now. I don't know about you, but the one I would put the magnifying glass on is the one Thornton's in. He might be a star waiting to happen. We'll see. Thank you for watching. See you next time.